All right, I'm on hole number 4 of the 2019 Fall Major. Let's go to Golf Clash Notebook and check it out. Hole number 4. All right, I'm going at this with a Guardian and Navigator. I'm in Min Club, so it's hitting 1.8 per ring, and I'm going to do a 10% wind adjustment. And there is, see where the green, I'll draw the line here. On the other sides of this where it gets a little darker, it rolls off really hard down in these areas. So if you have any speed going by the hole and you hit that crest with any speed at all, there's a good chance that you're going to pick up down that hill. And because it goes green, fringe, fairway very small, the opportunity to end up in the rough if you overshoot this is extremely high, and you do not want to be down there because the cup is up here, you're down here in the rough. It's a very difficult shot to get it back up. Ideally, we want to be right here by the hole, give ourselves a shot for hole in one, get our birdie, and move on. So I'm going to bring a Guardian Nav. Guardian. And I want to get right up there on it. I know if you're watching my videos for the first time and you're looking at these par threes and you're like, dude, you know, you could run that ball up there and do this, and you can. And I'm not interested in getting anything less than a birdie on a par three, and I want to get as close to the hole as possible and see if I can work that shot to get the hole in one and take sand traps. They call sand traps traps, and bunker traps traps, and water hazards hazards. They call them that because if you get in them, you're in big trouble. And I do not want to dink around with the rough and the sand traps and these other, how close my opponent's yellow ring is right there. If they hit that, if they hit this shot great to the left, they're going to clip the rough. Now that close, they can probably bleed out and they'll be on the fairway right there. But why, if you're going to take a shot that you're going to have to move and get some movement on it, why wouldn't you give yourself at least 2 rings worth of movement so you could hit it great to the left or the right and still make the shot? Now, my opponent hit it perfect, so that's good, but you can see how close they were. They still ended up clipping it because they made a bad wind adjustment. Give yourself a little bit of room. And I'm going to switch this to a Marlin. So I'm going straight forward, and I want a little bit more breathing room right here. Let's make sure. And I'm going to split the difference on it and see if it'll suck it back. It's 1.8 per ring, so there's 3.6. That leaves me 5. I'm going to go just a little shy of a ring and a quarter. Hit it great to the left. So when I set that shot up, I had it set up so that my first bounce was in front of the cup and my second bounce was behind the cup. And what I'm going to want to do there is set that up so that my first bounce is right in the cup and work that distance. Because of the way that it drops off on the backside of that, if you go too far past it, it'll actually either lay flat or it'll release on that hill and roll down. And I should have did a bigger wind adjustment there too. My notes say I should have did a 10%, so I should have added 10% on, but I still don't think 10% would have been enough in that situation. Now I was using minimum club number of 1.8 per ring, but as the week goes on, I'm going to continue to work that shot because I found that some of these holes, even though we're in minimum club, we may be using a max number. We should be using a max number. And so I'm going to work that and work that and work that to death this week to try and get this closer to the cup. And I keep forgetting to forfeit. And so as the week goes on, my hope is that of the par threes, I think this one right here gives us probably the best shot at getting a hole in one. And so of the par threes, that will be the par three that I will be focusing on the most as the week goes on, to try and dial that in to give myself a better and better shot every time. All right. Good luck in the tournament. If I don't start forfeiting here, I'm going to end up qualifying today. And I need as much practice as anybody. All right, that was hole number 4 of the 2019 Fall Major. Thanks for watching.